Hey Kings or Dragons, Dragon King 551 here, and today we're going to do an NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year video about who I preferably think will win. I've written a list to show you guys who I want to win or who I think will win, and this list doesn't have an order of who's the best player. It's just the list the way I typed it up with the players. I was just typing who I wanted and who I put on the list. There's no ranking from 1 to 10. It's just 10 players on a list. And basically, I'm just going to tell you guys in a couple of seconds who I think will win after I show you the list. So after I show you the list, we'll talk about maybe some of the stats that each player has. But I think I'm just going to talk about who's had the best season so far, even if they have not been in the playoffs. So I'll tell you that in a couple of seconds after you see the list, and I'll catch back with you. Alright guys, we're back, and so I have stats as promised, but we are going to just do for quarterbacks their touchdowns, their passing touchdowns, and their interception ratio. For wide receivers and running backs, I'm just going to do their rushing yards and how many touchdowns they have scored. Now, there are some injuries, such as Joe Burrow with a torn ACL, so his stats are not going to be as high. Tua did get banged up in one game, and I think Fitzpatrick had to take over the next week, and then his progression dropped a little bit. But let's get into it in a sec, and I'll catch you back, guys, in a second here for all the players. Alright guys, we're back. I'm going to give you the first 5 players, and then I'll give you the next 5 or 6 players that I have written down. So for Justin Herbert, he had 31 TDs and 10 interceptions. He is the favorite right now with that because he has broken the rookie record. CeeDee Lamb had 935 receiving yards and 5 TDs. That was pretty solid for a rookie. I mean, he could have played better, but, Joe Burrow with the injury could have had more passing TDs, but he only had 13 and 5 interceptions. So you'll have to see what he does in his second year when he plays actually a full season, if he can stay healthy. Clyde Edwards on the Kansas City Chiefs, 803 rushing yards and 4 TDs. So, and then DeAndre Swift with 521 yards and 8 TDs. Now, those were the first 5 players, guys. So, I'll catch you back in a second here, and I'll talk about the next 5. Alright, guys, I'm back, and as promised, I will give you the next 6 to 7 players here. So, Jerry Jeudy had 856 yards and 3 TDs. Cam Akers had 625 yards and 2 TDs. Justin Jefferson had 1,400 yards and 7 TDs. Tua had 11 TDs and 5 interceptions. Again, injury progression went down, went back up when he came back. Didn't do so well. However, the mock draft says he will get potentially Devontae Smith and running back Najee Harris from Alabama, 2 former players he used to play with. Moving on, we have Henry Ruggs with 452 yards and 2 TDs. Michael Pittman with 503 yards and 1 TD. And finally, we have Jonathan Taylor with 1,160 yards and 11 TDs. Now, these are the last couple of players, and then I will give you the 3 top players in a sec. So I'll catch you back within a second. The 3 top players that I think will win, and who my take is actually going to be Offensive Rookie of the Year. Alright, guys, I'm back, and here are the favorites. So we got Justin Jefferson with 1,400 yards and 7 TDs. Justin Herbert with 31 TDs and 10 interceptions. And finally, Jonathan Taylor with 1,169 yards and 11 TDs. Now, yes, Jonathan Taylor scored more TDs than Jefferson. But it's hard to say with those 2 players who you can compare them to, as it's a running back and a wide receiver. However, both of their yards were in the same vicinity as He had 1,169, close to 1,200 rushing yards, and Justin Jefferson had 1,400. So 1,400 is very close, 200 yard difference almost. And Herbert had 31 TDs and 10 interceptions. Now, obviously, I think Herbert may win because he set rookie records this year. He broke the rookie record for the most touchdown passes as a rookie. He had 28, and he finished the season with 31. So he probably broke a lot of rookie records like Baker Mayfield, Russell Wilson's passing record, a lot of former rookies that are now veterans and really stars. So I'm going to go with Justin Herbert as the clear victor here. But second place, I think, will go to Justin Jefferson and Jonathan Taylor. That's my prediction. Personally, I think these other players are going to improve over the season. It depends on who your quarterback is, who your offensive line is, for a running back and a wide receiver. Personally, the quarterback also, yeah, it depends who your offensive line is and who your wide receiver weapons are, who's throwing. For example, you could have Tom Brady, and you could be a really good rookie, and he has a really good O-line, and that's what gets you the win. But, yeah, I just think that Justin Herbert has the win. So, yeah, guys, Justin Herbert, preferably, I think will win the whole entire Rookie of the Year, and that's my prediction. I'll catch you back with it in a sec. Alright, guys, that was my prediction for who I think will win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Next video will be who will win Defensive Rookie of the Year. Until next time, guys, don't forget to stay radical. I'll catch you in the next one.